Okay, this is Orlando Wilson, and what I want to talk about in this video slash podcast, because we got them going out in both formats now, is a topic that pops up quite often, and that's about internationally recognized certifications. You know what? To summarize quickly, there are no internationally recognized certifications. A lot of the people out there that are telling you their certificates are officially recognized internationally is complete and utter BS. They're scammers. Certifications are recognized by people that want to recognize them. That's it. A lot of the supposed official certifications, to me, they're a waste of space, waste of paper. So let me clarify a few points on this. Now, the last time I went through the process of getting licenses and passing tests, etc. And again, licensing is different than certifications. Licenses is something you need to be able to work in your area or to be able to work in a certain profession. When I was living in the US, I had at one point a security agency, licensed security agency, and a licensed private investigation agency in the state of Florida. To get those agencies, the agencies had to be licensed, I had to be licensed. If I was working armed, the guys and girls with me were working armed, they needed firearms licenses and their own licenses, etc. And I've been in this, the international security investigation business now for close on to 35 years. And this whole thing about licensing and operating in different areas is something I understand quite well because I have to. It's my business. So let's say I think one of the last tests I done, let's use for example, was the test to be an agency manager for an investigation agency in the state of Florida. Okay, that's a state qualification, state test, etc. Okay, if I went to another state in the United States with my previous licenses, previous tests I passed in the state of Florida, would they recognize them? Maybe a few would, but the vast majority would not. So my state of Florida licenses and certifications would be no good if I went to another state trying to get a security license, investigation license, etc. Even down to an individual license, not an agency license. So if I went to those states and said, okay, I just done this in the state of Florida, they say, okay, well and good, now you need to do the same thing here in whichever state I was going to. So even though those are state-issued licenses and qualifications, they would not be valid outside the state of Florida. Now let's say I'm moving to, not that I ever would, moving to United Kingdom. And I'll use them example because they got the SIA license. Okay, if I turned up with my US licenses and my US qualifications for the licenses, would they be recognized if I was applying for an SIA license? No. I would have to go and do an SIA course, etc. Let's change it around. You turn up in the United States with your SIA license and your SIA course, and you try to get a license in one of the states in the US for security, investigations, whatever. They'll say, okay, all's well and good, now go and do our courses, go and do our tests, go and get our licenses, because the license is not recognized outside of the United Kingdom, the SIA license. This is where, from a licensing point of view, most countries have their own licensing procedures. If you go to another country with your licensing qualifications from your own countries, they're not going to recognize them. Okay? Now, the SIA license, everybody goes on about it, everybody wants it. Yes, the only people that can get an SIA license is British resident citizens. To me, the whole SIA thing is complete and utter BS. Would I recognize an SIA license and SIA course? No. Why? I don't have to. That course is recognized if you're applying for a license within the United Kingdom. I wouldn't recognize 99.9% of the SIA courses and qualifications because I know for a fact the courses are BS, and the vast majority of those teaching the courses are not qualified to teach the courses. That's why. So why am I going to recognize a licensing course from the United Kingdom when I don't work in the United Kingdom? It's completely irrelevant. The training is completely irrelevant. Well, partially relevant, But the thing is, with a lot of these approved courses, these accredited courses, the standards of the courses are so low, they're not really worth the paper. And the courses coming out of United Kingdom at the moment, be it SIA, be it surveillance, level 3, 4, 5, whatever BS, you know what? They're BS because the standards are set so low. Why are the standards set so low? Because they want people to do the courses and pass the courses. If the standards were set high, nobody would pass the course. Nobody, the licensing bodies would not be getting their fees, etc., etc., etc. So they're set so people can pass them. And again, a lot of the courses, these 2-week, month-long courses, are geared towards people getting out of the British military. They're given some resettlement money, and they go and do a surveillance course, a close protection course, etc. And this is another thing. This is how much the British military appreciates its people. In a lot of countries, you serve your time, you get out of the military, they give you grants or they give you the guidance and directions to get a real education. In the UK, you get given some BS course that's run by people that don't particularly care, and that's it. Just a BS piece of paper. I'll leave it there on that one. Anyway, this is where a lot of these accredited courses, the standards are so low, they have to be low. As I said, the people doing the courses in UK are generally people getting out of the military or people that have been unemployed for, I think if you're unemployed for 3 months, they'll give you a CP course to get you back into the workforce. So that's the standard of what the accredited courses are aimed at. People getting out of the British military and unemployed people. And I feel sorry for the guys and girls that seriously want to get into the close protection business, investigations business, and they have to pay a lot of money out of their own pocket to go and do these BS courses to get a license. So now let's talk about courses that are accredited by associations. Whenever you look at a course, whenever you look at a qualification, always look at the people behind that qualification. And I see numerous associations. Some of them I know for a fact are just run by one person that claim to be whatever international security investigations associations, etc. And they're accrediting courses. Okay, well and good for them. If it's business, if they're making money, I'm not going to hate on them. Congratulations. But if you're looking to do courses with a certain organization, check out to see who they are. Again, put it into and check out the experience of the people behind it. Again, let's put it into context. You now can go and set up whatever association. The International Executive Protection and Investigation Elite Organization. Yeah, go set it up. Go, if you're in a place where you can set up companies, places like UK, US, certain states in the US, it's very easy to set up a company. You can do it in 30 minutes. Register the next day. Go and set up a company under that name. You are now, make yourself the president of the International Executive Protection Elite of the Elite Training Association. Okay, by making yourself the president of that association, you can accredit all the courses that you're putting out there as being internationally recognized and accredited by the association that you set up. A lot of these training associations, a lot of these security, bodyguard, investigation associations, that's what people have done. They just got together they've come up with the idea by themselves, got together with some of their friends and set up this association, organization, etc. All you need these days is a name, and then you start posting stuff on social media, making up BS, how you're the best of the best, etc., etc. Come up with a decent Instagram page, Facebook page, etc. As long as your social media is good. These days, most people, especially those that are trying to get into the investigation or security business or private investigations business, I'm not going to say they're that stupid they believe everything they see on social media. They're that desperate for work. They're that desperate and they believe the promises that a lot of these people make of, yeah, do our course and you'll be earning $500 a day flying around the world. But again, this is where a lot of people, and I've heard people saying, oh, this course is internationally accredited. By who? I could set up now, again, you guys and girls could set up now, as I said, set up a company, set up an organization, set up an association, the International Executive Protection Best of the Best Association, and start reaching out to people via social media in different countries and giving them free membership of your association and asking them to recognize your courses in their countries. Okay, so now your courses, your certificates would be internationally recognized because you got somebody sat in their underpants in front of a computer in Papua New Guinea that recognizes your courses, right? So maybe I'm a little bit cynical, but I'm being honest here because, again, hopefully with the examples I've given here, you can see and you can work out there are no officially internationally recognized certifications. A lot of the accredited courses, especially that's coming out of UK, I wouldn't recognize because the standard is that low. I always look upon experience, but generally I don't work with people or employ people I don't know anyway. So to me, just having a piece of paper and a certificate is BS. If you're looking to get experience in this business, yes, you have to get your local license. And then I would say train with a few different people and a few different schools of thought. If you got the money, even if you think a certain school is not what you want, etc., they might be a little bit off, go and train with them. Because again, you can learn what, how can I put it, if you might not be learning what you want to do, you learn what not to do. So I tell people the close protection business is a very, very diverse business. So your training has to be diverse, and it doesn't hurt to understand other people's perspectives, even if you don't agree with their perspectives. So I hope this video gives you something to think about. In the meantime, follow me along on social media. I got a lot of videos up already, and there's going to be a few more coming out in the future. Also, check out the articles I've got up on my blog, Truth Only Has a Few Friends, the Risk Inc. blog. I also have an array of books up on Amazon to do with the close protection business, kidnapping, ransom business, etc., etc. We also provide the physical courses. The main thing we're providing at the moment is protective surveillance and surveillance courses in Europe. I'm looking to push back into the US, maybe the end of this year, early next year. As always, if you're a client, we supply an array of consultancy and physical services for quality clients. And again, if you got any questions, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer your questions. And if you got a relevant topic for a video, or you want me to answer something via a video, ask me and give me some time because I'm usually thinking or doing other things. So in the meantime, as always, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble. And if people are offering internationally recognized certifications, be very, very skeptical, because to me, people are saying that they're being dishonest to start with. So keep it real. And if you're a training provider saying that, if other people have conned you into saying that, I would rethink your marketing strategy big time.